I can remember how I did it last week. Right. Let me just get onto Twitter and check that this is all working okay. Right, so that's there. How did I find it last time? Aha. All right. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Took me a while to get my bearings, but we're good now. Oh, hang on. That's there. How did I find it last time? Okay, I think we're good. Is it all okay? I think so. I got a Mento in my mouth. That's really unprofessional, isn't it? Excuse me. It's working just fine. That's good to know. I'll just tweet the link so that everyone knows. So, have you all had a good week? I hope so. I'm live now. I'm live now. Come join us. Sounds good, doesn't it? Come join us. Here's the link. Hope that works. Alrighty. Watching me whilst watching gymnastics. Am I competing with the gymnastics at the moment? I think I'm going to be fighting a losing battle there, aren't I? Oops. Oh well. I've not really. Oh, hi Zane. I've just seen you on Twitter. I like that. There we go. Yeah, I've not really seen much of the Olympics this year. I watched it last time, obviously, when it was the whole 2012 in London thing. But yeah, not really seen too much of it this time. I heard Tom Daley got a bronze for diving. Was it Tom Daley and his partner in it? I don't know. I best stop talking because I don't know enough about it. But yeah, Bethany, I did enjoy camping. Thank you. It was really good. It wasn't camping as so. It was camping. Don't get me wrong, but it was a bike rally, which instead of just being normal camping, it's more. Imagine a load of middle-aged people in a field ogling at each other's motorbikes, and then you're pretty much on the way to understanding what it's like at a bike rally. But it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy it. How was camping? Yeah, so yeah, it was really good. Oh, you're going, Zane? Bye. Sorry. Why? Anywho, Twitter's going at the moment. Alrighty. So yeah, what's everyone been up to this week? Obviously, I had my camping thing, which was awesome. Jack got an awesome hat that says "Jack lives here," which is really cool. But they didn't come in Joe's, so I didn't get one. Oh well. Oh, lost it. There we go. Alrighty then. So, how was camping? Camping was good. You slept all week. I am jealous of that, I must say. Sleeping's got to be one of my favourite activities. And you're in Amsterdam, Grace. That's cool. I've never been. My mum and dad went on like their anniversary, I think it was. Oh no, my mum to Amsterdam for Christmas, I think it was, but they didn't go at Christmas. They went afterwards. I'm sure you're all really interested in that. I'm glad that you know that little fact. And you've done nothing, Katie's memories. Well, you've tuned into my live stream, so that's something worthwhile at least. And yes, Jessica, yes. And you're from Leeds. I'm from Scarborough, which is not massively far away from Leeds, I wouldn't say. You lost your voice last week and didn't get it back properly till Friday. Well, did you put up posters? Lost my voice on lamp and stuff, or I mean, how did you find it again? Did you have to like put a memo out in the paper or something? How many people made that joke since you lost your voice? Sorry. Oh, cheers, Katie's memories. Katie, I'm guessing I can just call you Katie. I hope so. Well, anyway, cheers, Katie. I'm glad you're enjoying it and think it's worth watching. So yeah, I've been thinking as well, right? If you go to the YouTube channel at the moment, if you go to like the main page, I've got the live streams under a playlist, but they're just called LiveStream at the moment, which, as much as that states the obvious, we can come up with a better name. So what your challenge is for the duration of this live stream, it's going to run until 9 o'clock. I started at 8 and I'm going to try and get into the habit of just doing them for an hour long, so that we can get some sort of schedule. So what I want to happen is before 9 o'clock, if you can think of a name for the playlist and put it in the comments, and then hopefully by the time that this stream finishes, we'll be able to have a new name for the playlist. And then, I don't know, something that sounds a bit better than live streams, because we can do better than that. So that's your mission for today. And then all of a sudden everyone just leaves like, oh no, I don't want to work. I don't want work to do. No. Oh, I'm glad I make you smile. That's always nice to hear. So, oh wow. Sorry, I was looking at something else then. Joe talks. Joe talk. Oh, for the thing. That's a good idea. Right. Let me make a note of that somewhere. Hang on. At the what I do is, if I see one come up, if I see when I see a name, I'll write it down, and then at the end of the live stream, I'll read them all out again, and you can tell me which one you like best or whatever. So let me have a look. I've got a pen. Right, so we've got, sorry about that. We've got Joe talks. Joe's crazy interactions with human. To be fair, these live streams are the most human interaction I get, so you know, that's always something. Joe's crazy. I write really slowly. Human. Joe's crazy interactions with human. Joe's jolly talks. Now Bethany, it's got, you've written Jack and Joe Moore's playlist, but Jack's actually at a show, so I don't know if Jack will manage to be in tonight's live stream, unfortunately, because he's doing the same show that he was at last week as well. And I think because last week was the first one, we ran a lot over time, which is fine, but I'm not sure if Jack's show will be finished by the time today's live stream is over. So I'll write it down, but I'm not sure if that one's going to be the one we use. I know, Katie, my handwriting isn't neat at all. I'd show you, but it's embarrassing. So what's everyone up to next week? You'll still be on summer holidays, won't you? So let me know what you got planned. I personally am going to Lowestoft or somewhere around there with the family. We're off on a bit of a holiday, So that's going to be nice. Which brings me on to, actually, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to do the the live stream. Oh, excuse me. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do the live stream next week because I'm going to be on holiday. We're off to a campsite again, but we're in a caravan this time. It's an upstep, I know. But I'm not sure if there's going to be any internet connection, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to do the live stream. But there should still be videos going up, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. So, oh, I like that one, Grace. Joe Stream. Let me write that one down. Joe Stream. Joe's Jolly Jammy Talks. You guys like alliteration? And unfortunately, I know this is a very sad moment. It's a very first world problem as well. Dad's watching House of Cards downstairs at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to be getting any cups of tea tonight. It's a travesty, I know, but there you go. You live in Scotland and summer finishes in 6 days. Oh no, I live in Scarborough, so I missed the English summer last year. I missed our Scarborough summer last year because I was working on that day. You're chilling with mates on Tuesday and Thursday. Pretty good, yeah. Lucky you. Thanks. I've never been to Lowestoft before, so I'm not sure what to expect. But I do know that the band The Darkness come from there, and they're like the best band in the world. So there's always that. Hi, Rebecca Murray. You're off to Ibiza in 2 weeks. That's awesome. No, bring Joey's tea. Oh no, it's so sad. Hey Joe, what was your favourite moment filming The Dumping Ground? Oh God, where do I start? I think my favourite scene to film was probably the one from the Christmas special we did, the Alice in Wonderland one, or the Jodie in Wonderland one. And it was the one with the Mad Hatter's tea party. And I gotta say, being the Mad Hatter for that hour, oh no, it was the whole morning. Yeah, being the Mad Hatter for the morning was seriously cool. It was a lot of fun. Completely different to anything I'd done before, because I suppose in a way the Mad Hatter and Johnny were two completely different characters, because on the one hand you had Johnny, who liked everything to be neat, prim and proper, and everything had to be correct, and then you had the Mad Hatter, who is the polar opposite of that. So to be able to do that in that episode was a lot of fun. And actually for Christmas that year, my mum and dad got me that, which is a bit of a nice memento from the whole thing. So that's got to be one of my favourite moments of filming The Dumping Ground, because it was just a lot of fun. And I still look like a teen. Well, I am 19, so that still counts at the moment. I expect next February, when I'm 20, that'll just be it. I'll, you know, full beard, everything. It'll be walking stick. That'll be it. Once I hit 20, I'm gone. You and your mates are off to see Suicide Squad. I tell you what, I think I'm off to see that on Thursday. Yeah, I'm off to see that on Thursday. I can't wait. Everyone, right, here's the thing. Yeah, you get ready for a rant at the moment. Critics they ruined Batman v Superman for me, and they're ruining Suicide Squad now. And I'm like, guys, if you don't like the movie, don't write about it. Just let me go and enjoy it, because I'm really looking forward to Suicide Squad. And yet everyone, like all the critics and stuff, they're all saying, oh no, rubbish. So I refuse to listen, and I can't wait to go see it on Thursday. Can you help me with acting, Joe? Yeah, sure thing, Dylan. Hit me with your questions and I'll do my best. I can't guarantee that I'll be a good teacher or the best in the world, but I can help. I can try to help. So, yeah, if you got any questions, fire away. You're going to see Finding Dory. I've not seen that yet. I'm more waiting for The Incredibles, to be honest. They are making an Incredibles. Let me Google that. Sorry, this is really unprofessional at the moment, isn't it? Incredibles 2. Just Googling Incredibles 2 because this is important. Oh, there's a news article. The Incredibles 2 release date, news and spoilers. Well, I don't want to see spoilers. Oh, what is with the internet? But anyway, yeah. Apparently they are making an Incredibles 2. So there you go. I'm sure you all wanted to know that. What acting schools should you be going to? Now, I'm not the best placed to answer this question because at college, I didn't take drama, I took film and television. And the reason for that is because I went to an open evening at York College, which is where I studied. And I went to speak to the drama teacher, and he said that he wouldn't let me have time off for auditions or acting jobs. And, you know, as someone who has to you just got to drop everything and go to auditions when they come up. For the drama teacher of all people to not let me go to auditions didn't really sit well. So I took media instead, which it was still relevant because I was learning about the industry, and they were a lot more supportive with letting me go off and do things and whatnot. So that's what I ended up taking. As far as drama school goes, I know you've got the main good ones. You've got RADA, Italia Conti, Sylvia Young. To be honest, anywhere you're learning it, then, you know, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, I think you're on the right track. I don't know. What am I talking about? What inspired you to start acting? Right. I don't know if I've told you this story before. I might have done. I always end up repeating myself. But basically, when I was about 3 or 4, I was in a show at the local theatre purely by accident because my mum did them anyway. She's done them, you know, for as long as she can remember. And she was in this show. And because she couldn't get a babysitter for me that night, my dad was out, my brother was somewhere. Anyway, long story short, I ended up going to rehearsal with my mum, and someone had dropped out of the show that night, coincidentally. And so I ended up standing in for that person, even though I was only 3. I just tottering about the stage, doing whatever. And so I ended up joining that show, and that was my first ever one. That was Carousel. And from then, the next year, the show came around again, and my mum said, "Oh, well, you enjoyed it last year. Do you want to do it again?" And I was like, yeah. So I just got into shows that way, and I've been doing it ever since. So yeah, that's how I got into acting, and I've not really stopped since. Hi, Joe. I should I call you Pudding? Sorry, couldn't resist. Hello, Auntie Luby Lulas. That's my auntie, just in case anyone was wondering. That also makes sense because we were at the Yorkshire Pudding bike rally as well. Just a little tidbit there. That was the name of the bike rally, by the way. It was the Yorkshire Pudding bike rally. It's a lot of fun. How long would it take to be an actual actor on TV? Now, this is the thing. It can happen instantly, or it could take years. And there's no real answer to that. You just got to keep at it, make sure that you get in auditions and make sure that you go into them, and then something will come along. But as to how long it would actually take, I mean, I was 12 when, was it 12? Yeah, I was 12 when I got the part of Johnny, and that was my first ever thing. But I don't know what it'll take for how long it'll take. It's hard to answer, really. Sorry, that's not much more help. What did you have for tea? We had spaghetti bolognese. It was nice. And what time did you wake? I'm that fluffy cat person. Oh, yeah, I remember you. The cat's called Rooney, isn't it? Am I right in saying that? It wore a hat in it. Jack always shows me the picture. But yeah, what time did I wake? Oh, God. A lot later than I should have done. I like to lay in when I get days off. So, yeah. Oops. You can't act to save your life. Well, what if your life depended on it? Surely, you know, I mean, what would you do then? You'd need to act. I'm just kidding. It's not for everyone, to be honest. But people get bored of me talking about it all the time, to be honest. Sorry about asking all these questions, but how do you know if you're ready for auditions? Well, most importantly, you'll know the script. So obviously, when you hear about the audition and you've been given a script for it, you're well on the way to being ready for the audition itself once you know the script. Because casting directors don't like it if you walk into the room and you don't know the words. It's not potentially, you know, it's not going to cost you the job, but they prefer it if you do, you know, if you know what it is, the lines. if you know what it is, the lines. God, if you know the lines, you need to know where the audition is as well. So if it's somewhere, if it's like in a different city to where you're from, you need to make sure that you give yourself plenty of time to actually get to the place where the audition is. So yeah, that's important. Me and my sister sub to you. Oh, cheers, Swag One. Swag One, that's an awesome name. What's your favourite movie? Right. Favourite movie? I don't know. I'd like to say something awesome. Oh, this is you know it's hard. You know it's not good, is it? Where the hardest question is, what's your favourite movie? Because it depends on what you're in the mood for. Like, I've recently been reading all the Harry Potter books again, so at the moment I could well say that a Harry Potter film is one of my favourite movies. But then at the same time, there's things like Forrest Gump, The Shawshank Redemption, they're awesome. What was that other one that was good? The Secret Life of Walter Mitty was good. But yeah, I don't know what's my favourite movie. There's loads of different movies that I love, but it depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like, if I wanted a comedy, then I wouldn't say Shawshank Redemption. But then, you know. You were in the school production of Hairspray last year, and you were one of the Dynamites. Oh, that's really cool. The Dynamites have a lot of hard singing parts, from what I remember. I went to see it, oh God, a while ago now. God, I must have been so young when I went to see that. Anyway, long story short, I'm drifting now. I went to see Hairspray at the West End, that's the one. And yeah, the Dynamites were really hard. So, I mean, well done for that. That's good. What's your favourite Harry Potter movie and why? See, I always loved the first one just because it came out at a time where I didn't understand about special effects or anything. So for me, the magic was just that. It was magic. I wasn't watching it thinking, oh, that was a special effect in post-production. For me, that one was like, you know, that was the real thing. So I do love the first Harry Potter movie for the nostalgia factor. But then I also like The Prisoner of Azkaban because the time turner, like it's really clever. I'm looking forward to Fantastic Beasts as well. Was the audition hard when you first tried out for the Dumping Ground? And Tracy Beaker Returns. Funny story, I actually had a coughing fit in the because I had 3 auditions, like a primary one, and then I had a callback, and then another callback. And in the very first audition, I actually had a coughing fit. So we were halfway through the script, and my throat just clogged up, and I just started coughing for ages. Well, it felt like ages anyway. And the casting director had to offer me a glass of water and everything. It was so embarrassing. I thought I'd just blown it. But, you know, I kind of recovered from that and carried on with it and left thinking, oh, well, that's it. I've blown that. But then I got a call back, so I had to go back again and then again, and well, the rest is history. You're one of my favourite in the Dumping Ground. Oh, cheers, Rebecca. Thank you. Nice to know that there's still some Johnny fans out there. That was probably really cringy, wasn't it? Oops. Are you still in contact with everyone from Tracy Beaker and the Dumping Ground? Yeah, we've got a group chat going somewhere. And yeah, we hear from each other every now and then. Mia's got back from Australia recently, a bit ago, a couple of weeks ago. But yeah. Is the Dumping Ground still on like new episodes? Please answer. Yeah, the Dumping Ground series 4 or 5. I don't know. There's a few new episodes at the moment. Sorry, this is really bad, isn't it? I'm just googling it now. The Dumping Ground. How many series? How many series? Why does the internet never give you a straight answer? The Dumping Ground. Series 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 4 out at the moment. Don't take my word for that. Oh, it's really bad that I don't know that, isn't it? I'm pretty sure there's 4 out at the moment. I think so. If you could listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Does that, right, before I answer, does that mean that it's on a constant loop, or does that mean that whenever I want to listen to a song, that's the only one I can listen to? Because it depends. Like, I wouldn't want to listen to any song over and over and over again on a loop for the rest of my life. But if I got to like turn it off and it was just whenever I wanted to listen to a song, that was the one, then it'd be different and I'd be able to pick a bit easier. Series 4B is coming back next month. Thank you, Katie's Memories. I can't believe you know that more than I do. Oh, that's not good, is it? Have you ever been to Scotland? No, I haven't yet. I'm sure I will. I want to go at some point because I heard, I've seen pictures and stuff. It looks like a beautiful country, but I've never been there yet. It's on the bucket list, you could say. Not that I have an actual bucket list, but hey, a constant loop. Okay, one song over and over again on a constant loop. Right, I've figured a way out around this. It's not a song as such. It is a song, but not in the way that you think of it. So what I would have is the theme from Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, the really good ones, like dun, 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 dun. You see, I'd have that on a constant loop because then my life would feel like an adventure and it'd be really cool. And everything that I did would seem really awesome because that song would just make it sound like Jack Sparrow. So that is what song I would have on a constant loop if I had to, because, Jack Sparrow's awesome. Cried when you watched the episode of Dragon Slayer. Oh, thank you. That was quite not hard as in like difficult, but hard as in that was not, I don't know. It wasn't like physically difficult to film, but mentally it was quite, I don't know, upsetting. It was because I'd been on it for as long as I can, well, not as long as I can remember, but for a long time. So filming that last episode was quite emotional. Aberdeen is pretty cool. My brothers say it's quite boring, but I disagree. Are you from Aberdeen? Just throwing that one out there. If I had to guess. You mean Cadonas? Cadonas. Where's Cadonas? Am I going to have to Google that? Spending half of this live stream just on Google, aren't I? Anyway. So yeah, as I was saying, the live stream might disappear next week because I'm away. If I can do it, I will. It might not be as long. I don't know what the internet's going to be like. So I don't want to guarantee anything with this one. But yeah, so next week, it might not be there. I'll keep you up to date on Twitter anyway. And then if I'm doing it, I'll let you know. If not, I'll tweet the date of the next live stream. And that way you don't have to miss anything, Or if you don't want to tune in, then that's fine. I don't know. I'm from Turriff. It's 45 minutes away from Aberdeen. Ah, right. Still gonna have to look up a map of that or something. Shout out, please. Henry McFadden, you can have a shout out. Does that count? Let me know if that counts. I think it counts. I'm going crazy. All your friends think you laugh like a pixie. Lol, they are crazy. I've never heard you laugh, so I couldn't comment, but I'm picturing it now, and it sounds quite funny. So there you go. How do actors make themselves cry on demand for filming scenes? Always wondered. Now, this is a difficult one because some people can just turn it on, and then the waterworks come on, and that's how they do it. They probably, I don't know, recall a sad memory, or one way I found is just to look really hard into a bright light without blinking. But no, in all seriousness, they've got this, the makeup artists have this thing called a tear stick, which is basically, it's like, it looks a bit like lip balm or something, but you put it underneath your eye instead on both eyes, and then so yeah, you put this stuff in your eyes, and then it releases chemicals, like not harmful or anything, but they react with your eyes a bit and it irritates them enough that you get tears. So then once you've got the tears, you can act with them and do whatever it is you need to do. So it's, you know, it works either way. It's so weird. I look like Tanner Brongard. Just a second, gonna Google who Tanner Brongard is. Excuse me, everyone. Oh, I do see that a bit, maybe. Some pictures, I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Would you rather be a famous YouTuber or a famous actor? Well, acting's always been, you know, the priority for me for as long as I can remember. So, you know, I have to say acting. But recently I've been thinking, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could do both? So if I could, that's the plan. But yeah, it just depends. Joe, do you prefer ukulele or Minimate or Jack singing? Right, everyone. Dad must have stopped watching House of Cards because he's just commented on the live stream, which primarily means that he's available to make a cup of tea again. No, but in all seriousness, Dad, neither are brilliant. I'm sorry. And yeah, Google seems to be my best friend tonight because, yeah, I'm stupid. I have to Google everything to check. Dazzle do. Jack's at a show tonight at the YMCA at Scarborough. It's Rock of Ages. He was doing the same show last week as well. It's all throughout the summer, so he's going to be kept busy, and we get nice, quiet evenings. Oh, Dad, if you're watching, we're already having requests to bring tea for Joe. Oh, you guys are awesome. How did I get into acting? So yeah, I told the story earlier. You might not have been here, but basically, I'll run through it quickly again. I was 3 years old. I went to sit in with a rehearsal for a show that my mum was in, and because someone dropped out of the show, and so I ended up filling in for their part. Did it actually on the main show. Got into acting that way. Really enjoyed it. So I did the next few shows. Eventually got an agent. The audition for Tracy Beaker came along, and the rest is history. And yes, guys, the kettle is on. We are go. That's so funny. I bet Joe makes some really good tea. Right. Sorry, I'm really sorry to keep on going off the stream and stuff and looking at Google, but I'm pretty sure ages ago, before I started doing my vlogs, I did another video somewhere showing you like a spoof where I made a cup of tea using the kettle and the hammer. And no, if I can find it, I'll link it in the comment section. Let me just have a look. And I'm really sorry for going off all the time. Right, here we go. I found the video in question. Let me just... This is so stupid. Right. Okay, I've just put a link in the description, not in the description, in the comments, sorry. And that is of an old video of, yeah, from when I made a cup of tea. It's really, really stupid, but there you go. Oh, thanks, Jessica Shaw. That's really... Oh, God, I'm embarrassed now. I think that sounds like tea on the way. Just saying. Hashtag. Hello. Do you want to come in?
No.
She don't want to come in. Is that the kettle that I heard?
Yeah, we misplaced it.
What do you mean you misplaced it?
It's a long story.
Well, come and tell it. Sorry about that. There's... I'm dumbfounded. Right. So they've come upstairs and they've said that the kettle's on, and yeah, that's all very good. And then there's no tea. That's it. I'm going to call Childline. What's your favourite kind of phone? Basically, I do like iPhones. I had an iPhone for ages, but then it kept on messing up really badly. So I got a HTC One M8 at the moment. To be honest, as long as it does the job, it's okay. And if you can all just ignore that comment from Rich Moore asking if I should play the ukulele to get a cuppa, Emily sees the new laugh. Oh, you guys are going to be the death of me. Dad! Excuse me a second. You asked for it, but don't blame me if your ears start to bleed from my poor ukulele playing. Dad! I'm going to have to go downstairs. Sorry about that. Disclosure, I can't play the ukulele. How does it even work? I'm not that stupid, believe it or not. I don't know. I can't even. Are you ready? So embarrassing. Oh, that was painful. So sorry. But at least tea is on the way now. You hear that, Dad? I know you're watching. The ukulele's been done. I've done my part of the bargain. Now do yours. Or the ukulele gets it. I'm going to hold the ukulele to ransom. Play Love Is Easy by McFly. Would that I could. I honestly... Right, funny story. In about the 3rd or 4th year of filming for me, so it was either Series 3 of Tracy Beaker Returns or Series 1 of The Dumping Ground, me and Danny Pearson, who plays Rick, we both bought cheap ukuleles from York. And we thought, oh yeah, this will be mint. None of us were very good at them, and they got forgotten very quickly. But yeah, I can't actually play the ukulele apart from those 4 chords, which one of the chaperones taught me because he was actually good at the ukulele. So that's where those 4 chords came from, and that's about where my ukulele business stops. Anyway, Dad owes me a cup of tea now, so that's one good thing. You're actually kind of bad, lol. Yeah, I know. It was pretty bad. I apologise to anyone whose ears may now be bleeding. I need to put that in the description or something. That's an issue review for the Suicide Squad. Anyway, you're way better than me. Oh God, I don't think so. Anyway, swag one. What? You're way better than me. I have a small purple ukulele. The one that I got from York was blue. This one we got for Dad for Christmas because he really wanted a ukulele. I don't know why. Anyway, awesome tune. Tea is brewing. The tea is brewing. This is what we need to know. Swag one and his sister, Emily Season, are having a good little chat on here. I'm enjoying watching. Sorry, guys. That's funny. I hear something. He's got it.
It's in a very special cup.
Oh yeah. Ah, it's hot.
It's a hot cup.
Are you gonna give us a tune while you're here?
I can do 4 chords.
I can do 4 chords. You've had it for years. You can do better. Right. So you heard me do it. Now I get to embarrass Dad. Yeah, hang on, I'll let you see. Ready?
Is that their menu card?
It's not a new card.
I'll do.
That's Dad's new chord that he learnt about 3 years ago. You have a concert ukulele. It looks very similar to that one. I don't know what a concert ukulele looks like. Looks very similar to that one. Well, I answered my own question then. Making yourself some choco tea. That sounds good. Are you? Is it like a choco cupcake? Because your name's like Cupcakes 26. You're making chocolate. Haha. Not bad at all. He's a lot better than I am at it. Although don't tell him I said that. How come you left the dumping ground and are you going to be in any other shows? Right. I've told this story a few times as well. Basically, because the dumping ground is set in a children's care home, and you have to be 16, I think, or at least in the show you do. You have to be 16 to be in a children's care home. And the simple thing is I got too tall. Connor, who plays Mike, I'm actually taller than him now, and I was when I left as well. So it got to the point where the on-screen relationship didn't work because he couldn't exactly be telling me off for anything, or I don't know. It was hard to get Johnny involved with some of the action. Like it was to a point where Johnny was mature enough that if there was like a food fight going on, he was too mature to get involved. So I think he'd just run his course, which is fine. And I'm glad that I got the storyline that I did to go out with because I was really pleased with Dragon Slayer. So, things just ran out. T for Joe. Google it, Joe. Is that what am I Googling this time? Everyone just thinks I resort to Google. I'm going to Google a concert ukulele, was it? Give me a second. Concert ukulele. Oh, wow, that does look similar. I don't know if that is the one that we got him, actually. It could well be. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. If enough, enough. Concert ukulele. This cup that my dad brought the tea in, it's actually one that the twins got me. The twins play Tony and Billy in the dumping ground. And hang on. Yeah, so they got me this when I left. That one's Gwen and Nelly, who played Tony and Billy. So they got me this. And yeah, been drinking tea from it since. Yeah, it's a concert uke. There you go, from the master himself. Dragon Slayer was amazing. So proud of Johnny. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think in terms of a character as well, because I got so attached to Johnny, I was pretty proud for him in a way. Like I know he's only a character, but as someone who was essentially him for that long, it was nice to see him go off and save the day kind of thing. It was I was really pleased with that one. Hello, Tom's YouTube. God, that sounded Yorkshire, didn't it? Hello. But yeah, can you check Twitter, please? Oh, sorry, everyone. Right, hang on. Sorry, everyone. This is really unprofessional. I'm really sorry. Do you still talk to the others from the dumping ground? Yeah, I do. Yeah, every now and then we like to have a chat. We've got a group chat on the phone anyway, so we all know what's going off with each other and everything. Know what everyone's up to. Alrighty, sorry about that. Series 1, Episode 2 is where Johnny got bullied. Series 1, Episode 2. What happened in Series 1, Episode 2? Ah, is this of the dumping ground or Tracy Beaker? I think, are you talking about the one where I had all that chocolate and I had to be sick? Because there's a funny story about that. So, yeah, basically, I said basically too much. I've got that off Jack, he always says it. Anyway, the scene where I had to be sick on the bed was, we filmed all of that in order, which is rare. Often you'll film one scene and then you'll film another, and they're never really related until they're edited together. But for this scene, we filmed the whole sequence in order because it made more sense. And it basically consisted... There we go again, basically. Somebody count how many times I said basically in this next, like, section. Oh, hi, Kath's Crafty Corner. I did know that that was Huckster, by the way. Sorry, I completely... million things going off at once. So I'm trying to avoid saying the basically word. Anyway, we filmed it in order, and it consisted of eating a load of cookies while crouching into a cupboard first. That was good. Then I had to leg it down a corridor numerous times as we did a lot of takes. So those cookies were starting to get pretty messed up. And then we did 2 takes of this. It was cramming as much popcorn and chocolate and sweets into my mouth as I could within about 10 seconds. And that was the first take. It seemed good. The second take, not so much. And so by this time I was feeling pretty ill. And after that, there was a bit where they tipped me off the bed. They lifted the mattress up and I had to roll off. Long story. And so, yeah, after that, the bit of Johnny being sick was I had to have cold vegetable soup and mushed up salty popcorn. I had to put it in my mouth and just hold it there until, like, the cameras were rolling, the clapperboard had been done, and they said action. And then I had to spew the vegetable soup and the popcorn out onto the mattress. And that was pretty horrific, I've got to admit. But then, after all that, when it got to the edit, it turned out that the shot, the money shot that they got, if you could say, of me being sick, had been cut out because it was too graphic. And so they used a shot from a different angle where you didn't actually see the sick, which I can understand why they did it, but after all the trauma that I had to go through it, I was a little bit disappointed in a weird, sadistic way. But yeah, I felt sorry for Johnny in that episode as well. I always feel uncomfortable watching it because it's like, poor Johnny, he's done nothing wrong. That might just be a little bit biased there, though. And now that sounds so gross. Yeah, it was gross. And yeah, to be honest as well, the fact that it was salty popcorn, because everyone knows if you're going to have popcorn, it has to be the sweet one. You know, the sweet or the toffee popcorn, that's good, but not salty. Anyway, you feel sick just listening to this. Ouch. Sorry, my bad. I still got a concert ukulele tab open. Oh God, right. Sorry everyone. Right, here we go. Because I'm trying to get into the habit of having the live streams only last for an hour, because that gives them more structure, and it means that when we get round to it, you know, when we get round to them, we actually know what's going on. And I started it at 8, and it's 2 minutes to 9. Let myself get a run away with it here. But I'm gonna read. I've got some names written down for the live streams playlist, like I asked you earlier on. If you've got a couple of minutes we've got left, so if you have any more suggestions, I'll write them down quickly, and then I'll read through the ones that we've got, and you can all vote which one you want. And then, yeah, so we'll finish off the live stream by getting a name for the playlist, and that'll be good. So yeah. Your mum keeps telling me to watch your back, but I only had an operation on my spine last year. Ouch! You all right? Oh, sorry. Hope you're okay. Swag one, they were bullying me for eating because in the storyline, both of the care workers had gone away, and all the kids in the care home had spent all the spare money from the petty cash. And Johnny, being the smart guy that he is, saved his money, and so he had food for himself and tea. But when the other kids got wind of this, they basically robbed it off him, and it was mean. So anyway, that's why. Right, so I'll just give it another minute before I read through these names. Some good ones. I'm really sorry if I've not written them all down, if I've not caught them all. I'm really sorry. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 here to go from. So we'll be able to choose one out of here, I'm sure. I sent my friend a screenshot from last LiveStreams. That's funny. Right, okay. Confused what's happening. Okay, so basically, oh, it's Sarah. Earlier on in the stream, I asked people to come up with names for this playlist, this thing. And you guys have been sending in your suggestions. I'm now about to read them out. So we've got... Right, are you ready? So we've got Joe Talks. Yeah, you got that one? Remember that? We've got Joe Talks, Joe's crazy interactions with humans, which is it's quite funny. We've got Joe Jolly Talks. We've got Joe Stream and Joe Jolly Jammy Talks. And then there's also Joe and Jack Moore playlist. But I'm not sure about that one because I'm not sure how often I'll be able to get hold of Jack's. So there we go. If I can find the pages again, I'll read through them one more time. I've got Joe Talks, Joe's crazy interactions with humans, Joe Jolly Talks, Joe and Jack Moore playlist, but I'm not sure about that. Joe Stream, Joe's Jolly Jammy Talks. If you like any of those, let me know. And hopefully... Oh, but then we've also got Morecam from Hugster. Right, let me just... So also... oh, a lot of people like the second one already. But then... So I don't know if this is still a thing or if people remember this, but there was a thing called a Twitcam, which I used to do a couple of them back in the day. And it got to the point where I called them Morecams. So... we'll add that to that's MAWCAM, Morecam, Twitcam. That's what I used to call my old live streams that I did ages ago. I've not got an archive of them anywhere. But so we've got, I'll read them one last time. If I can find them, which I can't. Got Joe Talks, Joe's crazy interactions with humans, Joe Jolly Talks, Joe and Jack Moore playlist. Thank you, Bethany, for the suggestion on that one, but I think I'm going to cross it out just because I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get hold of Jack for it. Then we've got Joe Stream, Joe's Jolly Jammy Talks, and then Morecam as well. So if any of those strike you as the one, then let me know. Anyway. What, Dad? Dad's just commented saying Joe. I have an idea on what it might be. Why did Gina and Electric just leave without a notice? I'm not sure. Mascara on my spine is okay now, but it's nearly done. Ouch. Awesome chat. The second one, so far I'm seeing the second one, which was Joe's crazy interactions with humans. That does sound quite cool, actually. Hi, Joe. Hi, Lauren. And hi, Joe's dad. Everyone's saying hello to Dad again. Right, anyway, so I'll let it get to 9:05, and then we'll choose one. I think, at the moment, I'm going to be going with the second one. But if it changes before then, you know. When is the next Dumping Ground going to be out? I'm not sure. I think someone said earlier that Series 4B was coming out sometime soon. I'm not sure, though. I don't want to have to Google it again because I've done nothing but Google all night. Anyway. September. Yeah, there we go. How's the tea? It's really good. Do a poll on Twitter. That's not a bad idea, actually. Right, okay. If you want, I'll have a look into how to do a poll on Twitter. Should I do that now quickly? Right, guys, can you walk me through how to do a poll on Twitter? I've never done one before, but if you want, I'll have a go at doing a poll now. How do I even do a poll? Right, do a poll on Twitter. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna do a poll. Let me just have a look. Add poll. Right. Trying to name the live streams. What do you think? Simple, easy. Right, choice one was Joe Talks, yeah? I'm not going to do all of them, actually. I think so far I've seen a lot of Joe Talks, Joe's crazy interactions with humans. Joe's crazy interactions with humans. And then Morecambe. All right. Oh, wait. Why is that highlighted red? Anyway, right. Oh, wait. I think I know what it is. Right, okay. On Twitter, it just says Joe's crazy interactions, but that means the second option, which is Joe's crazy interactions with humans. The poll's going to go live now, so if you want to head over to Twitter and then make your vote, and then I'll have a look quickly in a second. Right, okay. The poll is up on Twitter at the moment now, so if you want to have a look, excuse me. Who's your favourite from the dumping ground? I mean, a favourite character? Let me think. Favourite character? I always liked Gus as a character. I thought he was really interesting because it was, I mean, it's got to have been hard to play for Noah, and he did it blooming good. But I think Gus was always really cool. Not cool as in like your average, like, cool kid, cool, but cool as in deep. I don't know. He was a good character. I liked Gus. And Noah was awesome as well. Alrighty. Just waiting for some results to come in from the poll. Hey Joe, what football team do you support? Right, I don't massively support football anyway, but whenever someone asks me this question, I always say Leeds United, because the first football match I ever went to see, actually at a stadium, was at Leeds. It was at Elland Road, and it was my granddad took me and my brother. My granddad was a massive fan of Leeds, so there we go. Let me just have a look. So we've got, right, on the poll on Twitter at the moment, we've got 40% say Joe Talks, 30% say Morecambe, and 30% say Joe's crazy interactions with humans. So we've got a bit of time. We'll let it go to 10 past. I'm already going over. So we'll let it go to 10 past, and then we'll have a look. That was me. Ryan does seem like a cool character. He's very sly. He knows what he wants and he knows how to get it. So yeah, Ryan's pretty cool. And Ryan's also from Liverpool. I'm sure a lot of you will be interested to know that. Did you really get beaten up by Richard on Tracy Beaker Returns? I'm assuming you're talking about that episode where on the beach and I sabotaged the whole trip. But no, that wasn't real. Oh wow, we got 41% say Morecambe 30% say Joe's Crazy Interactions, and then 29 say Joe Talks at the moment. It's looking that way at the moment. Cheers, by the way, for adding that. So I suppose if we choose a title and then people aren't happy with it, then we can always change it. But for now, I think it's looking like it's going to be Morecam at the moment. We've got 42% for that, 26 for Joe's Crazy Interactions, and 32 for Joe Talks. Wow, it's changing all the time. So that's how it's looking at the moment. Hackers just put a funny picture up. Shout me out. Max Dragon! Was that loud enough? No, but seriously, there you go. Max Dragon, everyone. What beer do I drink? There's one called, it's quite local to Scarborough, it's called Black Sheep Ale. That's quite good. That's more your traditional ale though. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not a massive beer drinker, to be honest. But anywho. Right, it is 9:10 now. I think we're going to be leaving it there for now. Let me just check the final results from Twitter. And then I'll bid you all good night. Right, we're tied now. So 38% Joe Talks, 38% Morecam, and 24% Joe's Crazy Interactions. Wasn't there a scene where Richard Whisker had a nose? Yeah, so again, it was fake again, but yeah, I remember what you're talking about now, and I can't remember what episode it was for. But I've actually got a picture of the continuity pictures from that. I've actually got somewhere, I don't know where, but that's quite good. It's got quite good. But yeah, no, it wasn't real. Anywho, right. So for the right on the polls, Joe Talks has overtaken it now. We've got 41% for Joe Talks, 37% for Morecam, and 22% for Joe's Crazy Interactions. So for now, it's going to be Joe Talks. If by next week it changes at all, the poll's on for a day. So I'll check tomorrow and see what the final one is, and then I'll adjust it accordingly. But for now, I'm going to have to put it as Joe Talks, and then we'll wait and see. That's democracy, people. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I said that I was hoping to do these weekly, and that still stands. But as I said, I'm on holiday next week, so obviously I'll try to do one if I can. But if there's no internet, then I might not be able to do a live stream. So if not, I'll put a tweet out to show you the next day of the date of the live stream. I'm rambling now. So anyway, with that, thank you all for watching, and goodbye. See you next time.